Ready? 5, 4, 3. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bishop Guertin High School Gymnasium. John Collins along with Tom King here in January of 2020 as Bishop Guertin takes on an out-of-state opponent as they continue to hone their craft in New Hampshire Division I girls basketball. Tom, it's another nice challenge for them from a Connecticut team.
Yeah, from I think Middletown, Connecticut, I think is where Mercy's from.
Mercy.
They have been a top team in Connecticut the last couple of years. This year they're down a little bit. As you look at them, they're a little smaller than they've been, a lot younger than they've been. So they came into the week at 4-6. Usually they're a dynamite team. I watched them 2 years ago come in here and manhandle Guertin, which went on to win a state championship. And that was their last loss 2 years ago until Guertin, until this Christmas tournament that Guertin played in down in Florida. So they had gone a long time without a loss. Last year they returned the favor here against Mercy. Mercy, John, comes in with this nice big coach bus. It's their weekend getaway.
Yeah.
They come here on a Friday. They enjoy the area.
They travel in style.
Exactly. They come here Friday, enjoy the area, and they're ready for a 2 o'clock Saturday game.
One thing I noticed from watching the Mercy highlights from this season is they got a few players that can shoot from way outside the arc. And Sophie Hedge is number one. She likes to let it fly from about 10 feet back of the arc. I mean, we'll see that today.
And it's going to be important for Guertin to do the same thing. Now, against Pregame the other night, John, I don't know if you read about it or heard about it, but Guertin was down 25-23 at the half. The first time they trailed at a half in a New Hampshire game in years. And they just outscored Pregame 42-7 the rest of the way. So it's going to be up to Mercy to be able to handle that press.
Yeah, the Bishop Guertin girls basketball is a juggernaut again this season. Before I forget, Tom, a big event could happen tonight.
Well, Erin Kearney, 6 points away from 1,000. We thought she might do it against Pregame the other night. She was close with about 3.5 minutes to go, and then they pulled the plug. They got everybody out of the game. So Kearney will try to do it today. Hopefully she'll probably do it maybe in the first quarter, or at least the first half, to kind of get it out of the way. I asked her after that game, were you thinking about it? Were you trying to get it? She says, no, I was in the flow of the game. Just wanted to win the game, and we'll worry about that later. So now is the time. We'll see if it happens. Erin
Kearney, a player to watch for Bishop Guertin tonight to see if she can get her 1,000th point, and we are so happy that it coincides with our telecast here on Nashua ETV. We've got Tim O'Neill on camera. That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. Our executive producer Pete Johnson is here as well. We're expecting a great clash between Middletown, Connecticut, and Nashua, New Hampshire Powers coming up in minutes here on Nashua ETV.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education.
No one receives a diploma alone.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the campus of Bishop Guertin High School in Nashua, New Hampshire, scene of this afternoon's basketball game between the host Cardinal and the visiting Mercy Tigers from Middletown, Connecticut. Mercy, winners of the Connecticut Class L 2 years ago, quarterfinalists last year. But the Tigers lost all but one starter from last year's team to graduation, and they are coming in with a record of 4-6. Still in the top tier of Middletown and Connecticut basketball, it is considered a tough test for any New Hampshire team, including the juggernaut that is the Bishop Guertin girls basketball team, currently 8-0 on the young season. They had a bit of a test against undefeated Manchester Memorial 2 games ago, but still dispatched Memorial by 16 points in a 67-51 win. So impressive even against New Hampshire's best so far this season have been the Cardinals. As they win the opening tip, Brianna Wilcox passes it inside, now outside, Hannah Muchamore. She'll shoot it from outside occasionally. The scoop shot off the glass, no good by Erin Kearney, who needs 6 points to equal the 1,000-point plateau. Erin Kearney wears number 12. She's got the ball right now. So when she gets 6 points, I think there's going to be some kind of a stoppage in play to recognize that. Could she get 3 of them? In and out. Close on the shot. That falls out of bounds off of Mercy. No, actually it's off of the Cardinals. So it's going to be Mercy, the Tigers' first possession. 8 minutes in New Hampshire high school girls and boys basketball. And after the opening possession, we're 0-0 so far. A younger team for Mercy. Perimeter passing is what they have right now. Thought about the outside shot. In rhythm, 3 points for Lily Hedge. Her sister Sophie is also an outside shooting threat. So it's the Tigers who get on the board first, 3-0. Erin Kearney thought about shooting her second 3-point attempt of the game, but then thought better of it. An outside shot for BG. Swish, we're tied at 3. Brianna Wilcox let it fly, and Brianna got nothing but net. Brianna steals it. In the 1-on-2 defense, she was playing down deep. She was able to get in the passing lane and steal it. 2 bites at the apple for Bishop Guertin. They still can't get it to go. Wilcox just throws it up and gets fouled. Brianna Wilcox with great work down the opposite end of the court from us. Tim O'Neill at midcourt is panning right to the basket right now where BG is shooting, and of course to the left is where Mercy will shoot. Mercy's school colors blue and gold, and BG in the white home uniforms today will be shooting at the basket that's right in front of us. We're perched up on the stage here at Bishop Guertin High School. Brianna makes 1 of 2, and it's a 4-3 BG advantage. And again, Bishop Guertin with tight defense, a full court press, making life difficult for Mercy, trying to get the ball out of their own end. And they're having all kinds of trouble. A double team and a takeaway. What do we have, a foul? Or a timeout is called by Mercy. They're going to try to strategize to break the full court press that's giving them problems here early at BG High. Tim Coes is the head coach of Mercy High School as he's huddled with his team around him right now in his 25th year with Mercy High School. Tim Coes, congratulations to him for a long and successful run there in Middletown, Connecticut. Also on a nice run and a lot of success of his own, Brad Crick is the head coach of Bishop Guertin. He's assisted by Kyle Tave and Christy Mullen, who is an 08 grad of Bishop Guertin High School. So as play resumes, we'll pick up where we left off with Mercy facing a full court press by a taller Bishop Guertin team. That's one of the complications that Mercy has, trying to go up and over some of these players. And that goes off the foot of a, let's see, I thought he's pointed Bishop Guertin ball, but it's going to be Mercy basketball again. It went off a BG player apparently, maybe off of their foot. So Mercy able to get the ball up court, but they throw it away. Under pressure from the backside, trying to push it a little bit too fast. And an overthrow gives the ball back to the Cardinals. So the opening 3-pointer by Mercy gave them a brief lead on the basket by Lily Hedge. They haven't gotten the shot away since, as Bishop Guertin putting the pressure on defense and on offense. Getting in the passing lane for Mercy was Lily Hedge. The scoop shot goes off the side of the backboard, and stepping out of bounds as she tried the putback attempt was Abigail Bradbury, number 32 for the Tigers. So Hannah Muchamore will inbound it for the Cardinals. We played just over 2 minutes of the first quarter. BG with a slight 4-3 lead, looking to add to it as they bring the ball down court. Hannah Muchamore, who can shoot it from half court, we found out in the championship game last year, if need be. She can definitely shoot 3-pointers. Up top in rhythm, and a beautiful shot by Addison Smith. It was true from the moment she let it go, and it's a 7-3 BG lead. Another throwaway by Mercy. We're having all kinds of problems with BG defenders getting in the passing lane and getting in their faces in the backcourt as they try to come up and set up for a play. Just can't do it right now. Erin Kearney needing 6 points for 1,000 in her high school career. Passes it to Addison Smith, who lets it go, and it rims out. The rebound comes all the way back outside. Things are bouncing BG's way right now as well. Erin Kearney from the corner left it short. And Mercy's gonna come out with a fast break. They set up from distance, off to the left, and the putback attempt. Heads up play by Lily Hedge, who's got all 5 points for Mercy so far. The three-pointer and that nice follow. Heads up play by Lily Hedge of Mercy. Driving through the seam, off the glass and in. Oh, Megan Stack, the freshman 6-footer. That's going to be tough to stop as she keeps that up. And bodying the Mercy player out of bounds. No, the ball goes out of bounds off of Mercy. They must have stepped out, walking the tightrope on the far side. So another turnover by the Tigers, and BG with a chance to go double digits here halfway through the first quarter. Hannah Muchamore holds it, flings it cross court. Erin Kearney was wide open there for a second, but she tried to drive and then thought better of it. Addison Smith driving to her right, finds the cutter, and getting fouled was Brianna Wilcox in the paint. Good movement by the Cardinals without the basketball, creating plays underneath. And Brianna Wilcox is at the line for the second time in this game. Played on a Saturday afternoon here in late January. Checking into the game for Mercy is Jasmine Mendez, another freshman. There are 8 on the roster out of about 12 players for Mercy. A lot of youth on this blue and gold team. A push underneath called against the Cardinals. 11-5, BG is on top by 6. First to double digits, and another near throwaway for Mercy. A takeaway. Hannah Muchamore with the steal and the assist. Brianna Wilcox underneath. Timeout Mercy. Tim Coles does not like what he is seeing. He is actually incensed. The Mercy coach is letting the team have it right now. Obviously, he thinks they are able to play better than they have been playing right now. And it is about decision making, no doubt. Much calmer huddle for the Cardinals, as it should be. No real reason to get upset for Brad Crick as he watches his team jump out to a 13-5 lead. It's really a 13-2 run after going down on the game's initial shot, a three-pointer by Lily Hedge. BG has dominated, and the key part of the game is right here. Mercy trying to get out of their own end, and they can't because of BG's press. And there it is again. Hannah Muchamore with the steal on the deflected pass. Stack underneath has it ripped away. They let him play just into the game with the steal was Mendez, but BG steals it right back. Hannah Muchamore and Erin Kearney playing catch. To her right, Addison Smith got hacked as she went through the paint. They let that go, and Mercy has it. A mercy call by the officials, literally right there, I think, as Mercy is able to defend and get a stop, and now a chance to score for the first time in a while, down by 8 with 3:15 to go first quarter. BG forcing Mercy to stay outside. Mendez underneath in the land of the Giants, kicks it back outside, and it's stolen by the Cardinals. Addison Smith, the nice long loping strides, and she throws it up and in. It's a 15-5, 10-point lead. Hannah Muchamore with yet another steal for BG as Mercy tries to get the ball down court and can't. Kearney swings it to Addison Smith. In the corner it goes to Megan Stack. Flings it underneath. Brianna Wilcox with her back to the basket. Driving baseline is Stack. Ran out of room. Underneath the basket at a tough angle. Gets it back. Mad scramble for the ball. And it is going to be jump ball possession. Mercy ball. Multi-substitution for BG. As Brianna Wilcox, Megan Stack, and Erin Kearney come off. And 3 players come out with fresh legs and enjoying a 10-point lead for the moment. This is Melina Ford, up and in, not in. Rebound by Addison Smith. Outlet pass to Muchamore. Thought about the quick shot. Smith underneath. Run out of room though. Molly Smith baseline, and foul called against Mercy away from the basket. Addison Smith comes off with a well-deserved breather. Out there for Bishop Guertin is Brooke Paquette, number 14. Molly Smith is in the game. Also Maisie Barker, a freshman guard. Number 2 is out there. And Kaylee McDonald, number 22. Brad Crick getting more players involved. What a driving lay-in by Hannah Muchamore. That ball seemed to have an automatic remote control to climb up and over the rim and in as she drove through the paint. Well done. 17-5. BG up a dozen. In rhythm, the shot by Lily Hedge. Almost had her second three-pointer, and somehow she has radar for the rebound. That was Lily Hedge with the rebound way off to the side of where she shot it, and she gets 2 more. Lily Hedge has all 7 points, the junior for Mercy, trying to help out those 8 freshmen on the roster. Three-pointer, Kaylee McDonald with some confident rhythm, rocks it home, and it's a 20-7 lead for the Cardinals. Mercy trying to answer back. Ripping down the rebound was Molly Smith, and she was fouled. Kept the ball moving, as you could see, and it was hard for Mercy's defenders to clamp on and get a jump ball. Brad Crick calling out a play right here. He seemed to call 55. Facing a double team, Erin Kearney finds a way to bounce it to Brooke Paquette. Cross-course pass. Great ball movement by the Cardinals. They just couldn't finish that time. Kaylee McDonald with the windmill scoop shot. Stealing it from behind was Maisie Barker, but it goes out of bounds off of her foot. And so Mercy retains possession. Just 40 seconds remains in a very successful first quarter for the Cardinals. BG has been scoring between 62 and 72 points every game. So that's about where you can expect them to land. They are on an 80-point pace right now, however, as their defense has produced so many turnovers. Distance shot doesn't go for Abigail Bradbury. BG with a possession with 25 seconds to go. Kearney with the drive. Erin Kearney is 4 points away from 1,000. And timeout is called, I believe, again by Mercy High School. The Tigers of Middletown, Connecticut, and their coach Tim Coes do not want this one to become a one-sided affair, although that is where we are at early. 22-7. BG's up by 15 points with 18 seconds left to go in the first quarter. BG's next game will be at Exeter. They'll be hosting Nashua North on the 30th of January. They've already played South. That was a one-sided game, hate to say, but 70-19 was the final against South. A 51-point victory for Bishop Guertin in that game where, you know, you go back a few decades and it was a much different story, especially before the split. These two teams would go at it tooth and nail, but they have certainly built a bit of a dynasty here with Bishop Guertin girls basketball. Kind of an opposite of split effect going on for them here at the Caliga Dome, as Tom King likes to call it, this gymnasium that's seen so many successes and big games, including tournament playoff games where BG expects to go right back and host a few later this season. Mercy on the drive, and a BG player getting in the passing lane, knocking it away, and out of bounds off of the Cardinals. With 9 seconds left to go first quarter, the question is, can Mercy get any kind of a quality shot away? Inbounding it is Melina Ford. She does find Lily Hedge. Hedge fires it to Avery Coles outside, behind the back. 1 second, and they do not get the shot off. We've played one quarter, a full 8 minutes of basketball, and it is Bishop Guertin 22 and the Tigers of Mercy High School 7. And I'm sure you probably could go back a few years, I dare say, and maybe the Mercy Tigers have not had too many quarters where they only scored 7 points. And that all stems from a difficulty in getting the ball out from underneath their own basket and down the floor. You look at Bishop Guertin's roster and you see a lot of seniors and juniors. There are a number of freshmen as Brad Creek is working in the youth, but the Tigers roster certainly is dominated by freshmen, and only one senior that I see and one junior, Lily Hedge, who's been doing most of the damage.
Well, you see how the press works.
Tremendously, yes.
And that, even if you break it, it forces a turnover because you're rushing to get down the floor, and that's the difference in the game. It's a young team and everything else.
Yes.
Guertin's controlling the boards, hitting from the outside. You notice Kearney, though, she's not getting the ball a lot. She's not able to penetrate a lot. They'll do that off the break, off the press. So she was 0 for 4, but she gets her first points. So
nice.
We'll see. She's 4 points away. We'll see what happens.
So we resume second quarter action here, 22-7. Bishop Guertin in the lead with the ball. Hannah Muchamore bounces it to Addison Smith. BG with their starters out there. Brianna Wilcox off her fingertips. Good start for Mercy. And they substitute a bunch of players right away. A little bit of strategy there. They had the best defenders out there, I take it. And now they have some of their better offensive players who check in as they try to get some sort of momentum going. Number 31, Lily Sokolowski, is their senior center. They really depend on her to make an impact. And she's right underneath right now looking for a rebound, but she got boxed out by Megan Stack. Mercy got the ball back. Lauren Coes driving. Sokolowski off the glass and in. So that is what they want. Mercy wants to get the ball in the hands of their senior center, Sokolowski, more and more. And the first points of the second quarter belong to Mercy. Basket. Hannah Muchamore, no, an offensive foul. I think they're calling against Hannah. So negate the basket and give the ball to Mercy. Brad Crick has got his hands on his hips as if to say, are you kidding me on that call? He did not see an offensive foul, obviously. He saw a basket and one, and it goes completely the other way. Mercy trying to break the press. Having difficulty. Stolen. Erin Carty driving. She's 2 points away from 1,000. Erin with 4 points on the game. Stolen. Megan Stack driving to Kearney. Oh, that would have been it. Megan Stack underneath. Kearney for, I was going to say she's going to try to do it with a three-pointer. That would be fitting. Driving, Addison Smith gets it to go. Meanwhile, BG's winning the game by 17 points, but the drama is involving number 12 for the Cardinals, Erin Kearney, who's 2 points away from 1,000. Mercy driving with it. No penetration. Sophie Hedge gives it up to Lily Hedge. Sokolowski kicks it outside, an open 2, and Sophie Hedge makes it. 26-11. Double digits now for Mercy as well, but they still trail by 15. Kearney has the ball in her hands. Addison Smith hands it off to Megan Stack in the corner. Brianna Wilcox to Kearney. Ran out of room, got it back to Megan Stack, and now taking a breather is Hannah Muchamore with the ball. The cutter is Smith, off the glass and in. Sweetly done. Great feed from Hannah Muchamore. Addison Smith adds to her total. A clean steal by Brianna Wilcox. She throws it up and in. Brianna Wilcox, just a force on defense on the far end of the court. Produces 2 more. Another steal. Wilcox to Kearney, off the glass and in. 1,000 points for Erin Kearney. Erin is mobbed by her teammates. What an achievement. 1,000 points in her high school basketball career. And for anybody who didn't know it, at the Bishop Guertin High School gym, the public address announcer lets them know. The girl of the moment, Erin Kearney, with 1,000 points. Getting some massive hugs from her teammates, and all smiles. That gave BG an even 30 points. And as you see, as Tim O'Neill shows you on camera right now, the 1,000 balloon goes up. I believe they brought that to Pinkerton the other day in case she went off over there in Derry, but it is here on her home court where Erin gets it done. We have a timeout on the floor. I believe Brad called that one. Second quarter with 5:16 remaining is when it happened. So it would be 2 minutes and 34 seconds. 2 minutes and 44 seconds into the second quarter when Erin registered her 1,000th point for Bishop Guertin. Mercy basketball as we resume play here. About midway through the second quarter, the Tigers beleaguered by this tenacious and full court Bishop Guertin defense. Great pass underneath and a hook shot for 2 by Lily Hedge. Brad Crick calling the timeout as he saw some defense that he didn't like and wants to correct. Now Brad doing his Tim Coe's impression over here in front of us. In fact, both coaches are about equally animated as we look down the row right now. Tom King was right there courtside as Erin Kearney scored her 1,000
Yeah, right
points.
there, the ball got in the way of the face on the photo, but all the celebration and everything else was almost state title-like. You know what I mean?
It was up there, yeah. They were
Yeah,
excited
exactly.
for her.
Yep, they sure were.
But there's more work to be done tonight. Or
Not
today.
much. I'm telling you right now, not
Yeah.
much. I mean,
That defense
unless Mercy
has
gets hot from the outside, that defense is just stifling.
dictated the game so far. Addison Smith bounces it off her
See-
foot, gets it back.
Brad Creek's words to me,
Hannah Muchamore from distance.
his words to me after the Pinkerton game were, we allowed 25 points in the first half, that's too much. So use that as a barometer. And they're at 13 right now.
Okay.
Mercy with 4 minutes to you know, they're not going
Yeah.
to get to 25 probably, who knows, but that's an amazing comment in terms of, you know, the goal and what the expectations are for this team defensively.
Bounce pass by Lily Hedge goes off of a BG defender. I believe Maisie Barker got in the passing lane that time. Mercy having difficulty getting shots off, including with 10 seconds left to go first quarter. Erin Kearney with the steal, layup drill. Erin Kearney just too much for her Mercy counterpart.
Again, a lot of her points, John, come off transition. They come off the defense. Unless she's open from the outside and gets her outside game going.
Barker to Brianna Wilcox, in and out. Rebound by Sophie Hedge.
To me,
Sophie Hedge can shoot.
To me, on this team, the player in my mind, okay, and this is in my mind, that they can do the least without, and I'll tell you after the next possession.
I'm going to guess.
All right.
She's got Michael Jordan's number on.
Well,
Brianna Wilcox?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
She is the one. She sets the tone defensively.
I agree. She is something
else. She is
else.
an amazing defensive player.
And that's another basket. 2 in a row for Mercy. Lauren Coes gets it. So 34-18. BG trying to set up a shot here. Maisie Barker driving, kicks it back out. Hannah Muchamore with the ball on her hip, goes right, trying to split the defense, puts it up and doesn't go. Unfriendly bounce on the rim that time for Hannah. A lot of body contact, but a good non-call, I think. Outside. Ava Giansiracusa, number 14. Had it. She comes off. I was looking at the roster and I was practicing Ava Giansiracusa, and I hope I'm getting that right. She takes a breather, she's off, and it is Jasmine Mendez with the inbound play. Avery Coes. Is Avery Coes and Lauren Coes? I'm assuming there's some relation to the head coach, Tim Coes. Perhaps.
Head coach and athletic director.
Oh, yeah. 25 years, is that correct?
Yeah. I'm not sure how long, but he's been there a while.
Yeah, good run for him. Avery Coes with it. Head up as she dribbles it down court. Lily Shoemaker. Avery bounce pass, Jasmine Mendez in the corner. The turnaround and shoot over everything for Abigail Bradbury. The fans let her know the air ball, and Kearney lays it in, and offensive foul?
Let's see. They put the points up yet? No.
I don't know who she ran into. I thought she
I don't
was
know,
ahead
but
of the
that's
field.
the second time there's been a questionable offensive foul call.
Yeah.
They're prone to calling it today, and I don't know whether they were told before the game to watch out for it or what the situation is, and now you don't want any injuries because they've already got Aria O'Connell out. Remember Hannah Muchmore, well, you were here last year, Hannah Muchmore got hurt during a game against Mercy at halftime.
I hope we're not a jinx for her.
No, and she comes out.
Yeah.
But you're going to see a lot of the younger players in this game today, a lot of the freshmen. They are trying to develop those freshmen so that they build the depth up for the tournament, 6 weeks from now.
Right.
And they played them a lot the other night, even when the game was close in the first half. And 3 keys are Brooke Paquette.
Erin Kearney, scoop shot is good.
She got it. 3 key freshmen, if they really want to get involved, are Paquette, Megan Stack, who's number 51, and then Maisie Barker. Those are 3 that they really focus on.
Good ball movement by Mercy. 2 points for Abigail Bradbury. And it's a 16-point lead for BG now. 36-20 with a minute to go.
You've got 3 freshmen on the floor right now. Or at least 2. No, 3. You've got Paquette, Smith, and McDonald, number 22.
Tell you, Megan Stack, and all the freshmen look good, but Megan Stack's going to be an impact player. She's right there.
You look at her,
freshman.
you don't see freshmen, right? You don't think of freshmen.
Yeah.
I see it with, she's got the tenacity.
Yes.
That tenacity's got to grow even a little bit more.
Right.
Because people are going to try to push her around.
Right.
And now
I saw a great box out on Sokoloski earlier, the senior center for Mercy. So
she's done a good job with that, and she's gotten some points in the paint.
Shot from the corner, Kearney's good! As time expires, Erin Kearney puts an exclamation point on her 1,000th point quarter.
But Brad Creek just left the floor shaking his head. You know why? 23 points. He doesn't like what they've done in the last 4 minutes defensively. How about that?
It's nice to be king.
It is, isn't it? No kidding.
Well, I know you can get mad about that kind of stuff, but I see his point. I see his point. He is looking at the big picture. That's
exactly, and the big picture is that they want to win their 5th straight title, and it's going to be, it's going to be Memorial, Bedford, Pinkerton. They've conquered them all. So I don't know who's left. Maybe Merrimack is maybe the last challenge that they have left. But because of Merrimack's pressure. But still, it's going to be, just think of how good this team would be if they hadn't had the 2 players who left to go to prep school.
Right. 39-23, Bishop Guertin girls basketball up at halftime. John Collins with Tom King. We'll be back with the second half action right after this.
Hi, Janet. It's nice seeing you again. You look good, girl. Just let me know what I can do to help.
Well, to help me, she'd have to help every day. Every hour, every ouch, every time my wife calls for help. I mean, maybe she could help me make her lunch. But the crust, all the crust has to be cut off the corners. She could help me run to the doctor for the 5th time this week. Help me with the specialist and the second opinions and the painful paperwork about paperwork. Help me deal with how hard it is seeing my wife's name on so much paperwork. But this is on me. I'm the only one who can do this, like this, for her. Besides,
take care.
We will. Janet doesn't like her cooking anyway.
Find support for your strength. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bishop Guertin High School as we get set for second half action. Bishop Guertin High School girls basketball hosting Mercy High School, the Tigers of Middletown, Connecticut, and BG finds themselves up 39-23 at halftime. As Tom mentioned, BG coach Brad Crick thinks that's too much. 23 points to give up in a half.
How about that, huh?
Yeah. So we'll see what the second half produces.
That's the only way. Defense is a mindset. And that's the only way you create that mindset, in my mind. Whether it's, reasonable expectations or not, who knows? But,
Sophie Hedge and sister Lily Hedge exchanged the ball. Mercy had the first 3 points of the first quarter and the first 2 points of the second quarter, so they're trying to keep that streak alive by scoring first, but they fumble it out of bounds.
Immediate turnovers.
Hannah Muchmore will take the ball up the court, playing catch with Erin Kearney as they beat the press. Brianna Wilcox back to Hannah. BG trying to be first to score in this second half, and it doesn't go for Addison Smith, out of bounds off of Mercy. So BG will inbound it. Starters are out there. Hannah Muchmore and actually Megan Stack is in there. She wasn't, I think, a starter in the game.
No, but she played predominant. I mean, I think if you look at the minutes in the first half, she probably had the most, along with Wilcox.
As a freshman, that's pretty good on this.
Well, it's a matchup, John. You want that. You want to take away the middle.
Erin kicks it out. Brianna faked the shot, drives to the basket. That doesn't go. So 3 chances, 2 for BG and 1 for Mercy, yields no points so far. Aaron going for the steal. We got a jump ball, the possession arrow. Favors the Cardinals. So nice job by Aaron Kearney. Alert to the ball always. Scored her 1,000th point in the second quarter of this game. 1,000 career points for Erin. She's got about 1,006 right now, I think. Turnaround, Megan Stack for 2 in the paint.
I'll tell you, you develop her. See, the one thing that Guertin hasn't used over the years has been the dynamic post player. They may have one in Stack as she develops.
Smith deflects it.
To much more.
And much more finishes it on the assist from Aaron Kearney. Great team basketball again by Bishop Guertin. Clean steal, much more, lead pass, Kearney lays it in. Oh, brilliant basketball, and they're just, unfortunately for Mercy, taking the youngsters to school.
Yeah, this is what we saw in the second half as well against Pinkerton.
On a Saturday. Nobody wants to go to school on Saturday. Batted out of bounds by Megan Stack. Multi-substitution now for Mercy. Avery Coes to Jasmine Mendez, had it slapped out of her hands by Megan Stack. Megan Stack staying with Jasmine Mendez as if that's the player she's told to mark, and a decided height disadvantage there for Jasmine. Avery Coes drives left, now goes right. Aaron Kearney sticks with her. Hannah Muchamore guarding Lauren Coes. Coes goes right, goes left, and bounces it into the waiting hands of Aaron Kearney. Layup drill. Timeout, Mercy.
Yeah, it's just too much. Again, that's a typical Kearney basket, off a steal, off transition, on her way to the basket.
This game not doing any favors for Tim Coe's blood pressure over there in the Mercy huddle as he talks to his troops about how to stave off the relentless Bishop Guertin attack. The Cardinals up 47-23 right now, 24-point lead. BG has scored, if you look at their first 8 games on the schedule, between 62 and 72, 73 points a game. So they're headed for that pretty much again.
Going into this game, see, offensively they try to spread it around with as much passing as they possibly can, unless they can get it off the transition. So here's some fun facts for you. Going into this game, with Kearney with all her points as she was 6 shy, 10 different players had assists on her baskets, which were 77.
Wow.
4 seniors and 6 freshmen. That's a lot of kids.
That is a lot of different assists.
Muchmore had 16 assists, Addie Smith 15, Will Cox with 10, if I read this right, and Ari O'Connell with 5. And probably all of them could be 1,000-point scorers if they wanted to be, or if the offense dictated it.
That's amazing. Mercy working the ball up the court.
Yeah, I just earned my analyst pay in one sentence.
And the poke check from behind. Hannah Muchmore finds Addison Smith. Layup drill again. And BG continues to add to their lead. They're a tick away from 50. Up 49-13. You nearly saw Brianna Wilcox steal another one.
49-23.
23, thank you.
If it was 49-13, I think Tim Coes would be.
He'd pack it up and go home.
Yeah, I think he'd be either that or getting medical attention right now.
Avery Coes with a good-looking 3-point shot from distance. And Mercy's got 26 points up there. The steal for the Tigers. As a rare turnover, Brianna Wilcox has it taken away. She's usually doing the one doing the takeaways.
It's a man-to-man. It looks like it's a man-to-man defense. A little bit of a loose zone to the left.
Jasmine Mendez does well to get the shot away with the much taller Megan Stack in her face, and a foul is called against the Cardinals. Not too many free throws awarded in this game. Jasmine Mendez to shoot a pair.
And that comes with the fast break.
Hits the first.
Clear difference in Mercy from what we've seen in the last couple of years.
Yeah, we're looking at a couple of freshmen right in front of us.
Right.
They're guards.
And they look like freshmen.
They do. Yeah. Let's see who else is on the court. Lily Sokolowski is the senior center, number 31 for Mercy. They have Lily Hedge, who's a junior. So they do have their one senior and one junior on the floor with 3 freshmen. Brianna Wilcox, pass collected by Megan Stack. Up top, Addison Smith with it. Open, Jasmine. The turnaround, Addison Smith. Megan Stack, nice play.
Yeah, Stack with the pivot move. She doesn't waste any time, didn't put the ball on the floor, got it. Once she picked it up, just went right to the basket. There's a steal.
Hannah Muchmore right in the passing lane, turns it into an assist on the Addison Smith lay-in. Addie Smith with a couple of baskets back-to-back that were just that easy. Addie Smith,
again.
Another steal, driving. A shoulder check there is called against
They were not going to
Mercy.
give her another clean layup, John.
Yeah. So Addie Smith goes to the line. One of 2 6-footers on the court right now for the Cardinal. Addie Smith along with Megan Stack. In and out. Substitutions now for Bishop Guertin as Megan and Hannah and Brianna come off the court. Stack much more. And Wilcox off and onto the court. Brooke Paquette. Caitlin Wheeler, freshman guard, is out there. Tall guard, 5'11".
You're going to see a lot of freshmen in this game right now. That's what this game is all about now for Guertin.
Yeah, Molly Smith out there as well, a freshman, number 13.
Got the entire
Shot
bench.
from the corner for Mercy doesn't go, as an air ball. Sokolowski collects it underneath and lays it in. So Mercy does have 30. Up top it goes. Fakes right, goes left, and has it stolen. Jasmine Mendez played some quality ball for Mercy since coming on the court.
Yeah, Paquette just needs to be a little quicker with that move. And that'll come.
One of the Hedge sisters, Lily,
But
throws
see
it
what
up
Cruton
top.
is looking at right now is how does this group play defense?
Sokolowski.
How do they move their feet?
Mendez for 3, off to the right. What a rebound there.
Well, and that's another thing. When this season started, they played LaSalle from Rhode Island, and they were out-rebounded badly. Won the game by 12 points, but we're still out-rebounded badly.
That was Lily Hedge in blue for Mercy going at it with Kaylee McDonald, number 22, newly into the game for BG. And both players wanted the ball equally badly. In and out, Mercy trying to get that elusive
Yeah, see, that was a rebound. It should have
easy
been corralled.
basket. They haven't had too many easy baskets.
No,
that's
they
for
haven't.
Sure. And that's out of bounds. So 24-point lead for Guertin as they take it up court here in the third quarter. 2.5 minutes left. Maisie Barker is a freshman ball handler, number 2. She's out there with the ball now. Maisie swings it across to Molly Smith. Up top it goes. Kaylee McDonald. Maisie throws it up off the side of the backboard. She ran out of room. Avery Coes for Mercy. To Lily Hedge, back to Avery Coes, driving right side. Ran into a double team. Jasmine Mendez flings it into the corner. Good reception over the shoulder.
Throwing it to the spot and not the player.
And Jasmine Mendez with the get back, and she makes it, and she'll go to the line.
But that pass made the play. That pass to the corner set up that play, and it's again, you see that in football all the time. You throw to the spot, expect the receiver to get there. Basketball, you don't usually do that.
You usually don't, and that's exactly what I thought of too. The pass into the corner of the end zone, Tom.
Right.
as we still have football on our mind here in Super Bowl week. A rarity where the hometown team is not involved.
Yes, this was always a game I would do as one of my last assignments before I would head south, or head west, or wherever I would be going.
Of course, Tom regaled us with the cold Minnesota Super Bowl stories. And this year, the one he's not going, it's in Miami.
I know. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even last year in Atlanta, when I got there, it was high 30s. It was cold.
Atlanta was cold.
Yep, and then it didn't get warm up until the weekend. Cold weather follows me when I go to these games. And also, South Florida has had some of its coldest temperatures in 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, I experienced one day of it. Inside, Molly Smith kicks it back outside. Kaylee McDonald is long on the shot. Doesn't go for Kaylee. One of several freshmen on the court right now for Bishop Guertin.
I remember, it's been a long week for this team. They had Memorial on the road.
Yeah, the undefeated Memorial team.
On Tuesday night, Pinkerton here Thursday, and now this team today. So the upperclassmen are going to get a little bit of a break.
Driving through the paint. A good-looking drive by Brooke Paquette. Doesn't yield a basket, though, and underneath, Caitlin Wheeler draws the foul. So Caitlin Wheeler, the 5'11" freshman guard she is listed at, goes to the line. She was playing power forward on that trip down the court, though, it appeared.
And you know what? This is one Guertin player. I've done a few of their games this year. Not a lot, but just a few. Bedford, LaSalle, Pinkerton, and this one. It's the first time I've seen this play. So that's good. They're getting good experience out here.
Yeah.
Because John, you know, they're losing 5 starters next year.
Wow.
Now they're going to have to really develop these kids this season.
Right.
Next year may be one of those years where they're a top 4 or a top 5 or 6 team, but it's going to be anybody's deal. Just because of the youth.
Right. In rhythm. Three-pointer doesn't go. Rebound Guertin. Caitlin Wheeler collects it, puts it up and in. Great body control by Caitlin on the dead run to get that up and over the rim and in. 58-35. BG's on top comfortably by 23 points. I'm doing my bad. That's 23.
That's 23. Yeah, you got it. Your math is right.
Okay. Just questioned myself there for a second.
23, but it's basically, I think, on the floor, you probably have about, what, 8 freshmen on the floor in this game?
Yeah. 8 good freshmen. Mercy shooting free throws. Number 14 is Ava Gian Siracusa. Ava's second shot. Misses, but the rebound by Mercy, they had a chance for some bonus points there as the buzzer sounds, ending the third quarter. A 22-point lead for BG, 58-36. Memorial put on the best showing locally this season against, I'm talking locally, New Hampshire teams against BG.
It depends. It's all about the timing. It was a 7-point game going into the fourth quarter, and it was 5 points early in the fourth. So, yes, that would be the one. What we thought would have been the one, and looked like it was going to be the one, was the Pinkerton game the other night when Pinkerton was actually ahead by 2 points at the half.
Wow.
And then 42-7 in the second half.
42-7.
42-7. Guertin scored the first 13 of the third quarter, and then they were on their way. 42-7.
I would have loved to hear that halftime talk.
I would have too.
Whatever that was. That goes into a bottle. That's pretty impressive to turn it around like that. And BG had a close game against LaSalle, the opening game of the season, right? That was the 8-point difference at the end?
It was 12, I believe.
12, yeah.
12.
Yeah.
So, and that was the opening game of the season, and it was a good game.
Good test,
You know, it was a good game.
Right out of the gate.
Yep. well contested.
Because that's the thing you see with Brad. He doesn't want them to get comfortable. Don't be comfortable.
No,
right?
you're right. In fact, you got much more Wilcox back on the floor here, and Kearney. The seniors are back out. They're not done for the day. They will be probably with about 4 minutes left.
Melina Ford with the steal. Ava Giansiracusa passes it. Shot by Lily Hedge doesn't go. Lily had 7 points in the first quarter. Megan Stack lays it in with the left hand, and BG's up to 60. Leading by 24. Bobble. Brianna Wilcox knows exactly where to go. Erin Kearney and in. What great court vision after another steal by Brianna Wilcox. High five from her coach, Brad Creek. And that is just more of Brianna Wilcox than Mercy can handle all game long.
That's just it. She sets the tone all the way. I mean, I really do think that she's their MVP. Kearney was the Telegraph Player of the Year a year ago, and right now probably the leader in the clubhouse for it this year. I would imagine. I don't know. We'll put it out to the coaches and have them suggest and everything else. But this is. Take a good look at what we're seeing now, because you won't see it for a while.
This team,
you won't see this kind of team for a while, I don't think.
Yeah.
It depends on what the freshmen do by the time they get seniors, because they've got a gap. They're top heavy with seniors and freshmen, nothing in between.
Yeah, there is a definite gap.
Now, they have
Tom,
one.
there's not a single sophomore on the roster.
Right, they're all in JV.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There's no JV roster, but we had the Pinkerton.
And two juniors.
We had the red flyer, the Pinkerton game thing. I want to take a look at. They threw it away. There you go, Pete. Hey.
It's been filed. Scramble on the floor. Mercy has it. Ava Giansiracusa driving, has it blocked by Brianna Wilcox.
That's a move, not that a producer would do, but that's a move an executive producer would do.
I know from you, never throw away rosters.
I don't throw away anything.
You don't throw anything. Your hoarder situation at the King compound. That is deflected off of a Mercy player. I think Hannah Muchmore got a little piece of it, and that threw off Mercy enough to bobble it out of bounds. So the great full court everywhere at any time defense by Bishop Guertin continues to produce results. And with a 26-point lead, Erin Kearney kicks it out. Brianna faked the shot, drives, puts it up and in. Brianna Wilcox with two more for the Cardinals. With 6:34 to go in the game, I would dare say they're going to probably put up their largest point total of the season. They just have to get it up to somewhere, I think 75 would do it.
You would think.
Yeah, I don't think they've hit 80 yet this season, but they're having a good game, and it's because of all that great defense they're playing and rattling this young Mercy team to yield a record number of turnovers, probably for a Mercy club. I mean, every pass is contested.
Everything.
And look at that, Hannah Muchmore gets it, and she gets it to her teammate. Brianna gives it back to Hannah. She gets it to Addie Smith. She finds Erin Kearney, and they just didn't finish as everybody on the floor touches the ball.
That's a play where Smith's got to take it, because you're going to get the foul call if you're driving to the lane. Kearney was
being too generous.
Kearney was covered pretty well on that side. It was
Yeah.
amazing that she got the pass to her.
Going behind the back a few times, and to the floor, Brianna Wilcox.
Oh.
Good looking three-pointer doesn't fall by Sophie Hedge. Sophie Hedge has been kind of quiet shooting-wise. She usually launches 2 or 3 three-pointers a game, and hasn't really done that. Chalk it up to time of possession has been down for
Here we do. We have it. Let's see. How many sophomores do we have on the JV team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sophomores on the JV squad.
Hannah gets it inside. Addie Smith.
6 sophomores.
Brianna Wilcox and in.
There are 6 sophomores, 4 freshmen, and 1 junior on the JV team. So there's where your sophomores are.
They're probably watching this game in person, I would imagine. Some of them probably came to see these two teams do battle on a Saturday if they're not playing themselves someplace. And they're seeing a player for the ages in Brianna Wilcox, who continues to lead her team to great things, including a 30-point lead right now, 60-36. As Brianna dives, don't get that arm hurt. It's still behind her back. Hope she's okay.
See, that's why with 4:57 left in a 28-point game, the way they play, time to pull.
Yeah, and you just
and they are. They're all coming in.
Yeah.
Seniors will be leaving. They have had a tough week. Kearney's staying out.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is you've got to be careful. I mean, we had much more and Wilcox both go down and kind of get banged up a little bit.
Yeah. She doesn't have an off switch, so even though she's up 30, she's not going to not dive for the ball.
Right.
That's the problem. She almost got her left arm chopped off there, and the effort. Guertin. You have a 32 sophomore on that list of the red roster, Tom?
Yeah, I gave it away.
Yeah, 32.
Let's see if we have one. Don't forget there was no JV game today.
Okay.
So we do not, right?
Okay, yeah. Megan Stack comes off the court. There's a 32 out there for BG, so it might be Maddie Bowen. I have a 34 Maddie Bowen. Hopefully that is her. Mercy throws it away, and the aforementioned Maddie Bowen is right there. She throws it up and in. The Tigers with it. Sophie Hedge with a good pass underneath. Lily Hedge couldn't get it to go. The rebound by Sokolowski, the senior center, rips it away from everybody, and the three-pointer rattles home.
Yep.
Sophie Hedge gets a 3 to go. Inside, outside. Maisie. Parker.
In time, she'll learn how to finish. She's a very aggressive player and a good spark plug. She just needs to be able to finish on offense.
You would think maybe Mercy would launch some more three-pointers and attempt to make it close.
Well, you know, he's got his own skill. Yeah, there
Sophie
you go,
Hedge.
John. Yep, you're right. There you go.
She
Good
is.
call.
From deep. Sophie getting a bit of a hot hand now with 2 straight three-point shots.
26-point game.
Number 11 is Kate Daly for Bishop Guertin. Ball stolen.
Another soccer player.
And here comes Sophie Hedge with a layup drill for Mercy, a rarity.
Nope.
She can't finish. Sokolowski, the senior, follows and bounces it out of bounds. Not sure who she was trying to pass it to. Was expecting some help, but she didn't get. Here come the Cardinals. Long cross-court pass, and slapping it away was Lauren Coase, forcing a jump ball. Arrow favors the Cardinals. And they inbound it. Brooke Paquette being bothered by Avery Coase. Paquette kicks it outside.
Freshman game right now.
Yeah. Caitlin Wheeler.
Now look at that lane was clear. No one was cutting.
Brooke Paquette, the turnaround dribble.
Yep, gonna take the three, might as well.
Caitlin Wheeler, long on the shot. Rebound, Mercy. Jasmine Mendez pushing the pace, going baseline. Jasmine the distance, but rolled it over the rim. Wide open shot. Jasmine passed it up.
No, she was too far underneath, Johnny. She had no angle.
That's what it was.
Yep, too far underneath. You look up and you
Oh, you got the bottom of the backboard and the bottom of the net.
Bottom of the net. Put it through the bottom of the net was your only option, so she had to go pass it outside.
Frenetic play underneath produces a free throw for Mercy. And to the line is Ava Giansiracusa. Off to the right. 2:02 remaining in the basketball game. Another substitution for the Cardinals. Kaylee McDonald in the game, number 22. Giansiracusa hits her second free throw. Caitlin Wheeler kicks it back, almost caught her teammate by surprise. Underneath, Caitlin, the turnaround.
Tough miss.
Yeah. Jasmine Mendez, stop and start and stop dribble and pass it up to Avery Coase, going to her right. Coase driving baseline, runs out of room. Off the side of the backboard. Lead pass intercepted by Melina Ford. Good hustle coming back up the court. Fakes right, goes left, spins. Melina Ford works her way into the paint.
And
but
see, you got to, if you're Brad Crick, you love that defense.
Kaylee McDonald with the overthrow.
That's fine. You can live with all. You can live with all that. You know, he's looking at one end, really, at one end only. He's looking at the defensive end.
Scoring did slow down a little bit for BG.
Well,
so they're going to end up right there in the 60s where they've been.
Well, you've got the freshmen in there, and it's going to shut things down a little bit.
Still up by 25 are the Cardinals with a minute remaining.
Probably
minute
get
three.
another. They'll probably get 2 more points, and that may be it.
Yeah. So Mercy will inbound it. Giansiracusa finds Mendez, who just throws it up. A little too much rim. Rebound by Mercy.
I'd like to see Mendez and Barker in a one-on-one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
That would be something.
That'd be good.
Both the same type of player. So see, what these freshmen need to do now is they've got the defensive part pretty much down pat with the aggressiveness. They need to, as Brad Creek is shaking his head, they need to now be able to formulate the transition game. They need to take those steals and get the transition game going, get the passes down floor on point, and make that, turn that good defense that they've been playing into offense.
Right.
You know, that's what, you know. But I talked to him earlier last week, and he basically said, especially with the 3 freshmen that he really wants to add to the rotation, you know, consistently, says they've got to realize they're not freshmen. Their freshman year is over. They're not freshmen anymore. They have to be, you know, they have to develop that varsity mentality.
Mercy underneath for 2. Lily Schoonmaker with the basket.
Yeah, they may not hit 70. They may not take another shot. Probably not.
10 seconds to go.
There she goes.
Wow, running into traffic, a foul called.
Blocking foul. So she will go to the line. I think.
Non-shooting.
No, non-shooting.
Yeah, 5 seconds to go. Coach told her to hold it, and we will count down the seconds as the buzzer sounds, and BG wins it 68-46.
Well, the story, Erin Kearney, her 1,000th point, and then basically a young team that Mercy comes in and BG does what they need to do, and they get the win by 22 points in a game that really wasn't that close.
And Bishop Guertin girls basketball marches on. That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. Thanks to our cameraman Tim O'Neill, and congratulations to the BG girls basketball team with yet another victory, 68-46 over Mercy High School of Middletown, Connecticut. I'm John Collins. Thank you for watching Nashua ETV. Good night from Bishop Guertin High School, everybody.